Spin baseball cards where legends are born. He once cracked a box, the crowd lost their voice. Babe Ruth appeared like they had no choice. Trent and Drake making a podcast, talking about the hobby and it's built to last.
You holding it in front of the camera, Trent?
The stories get stranger.
Crazy.
I could have like blocked it out. I'm like, it looked like you're just like, don't.
I know the green screen didn't help. Coyte, you look different, man. Welcome. What are you doing in here?
Hi,
This is
guys.
Drake and I show. What are you doing over here?
I got to get on here every once in a while and talk, you know? Got to hear
Absolutely,
myself
dude.
talk.
Dude.
I
it's-
love looking at people's rooms. Like you got some memorabilia on the wall.
I feel so
got some
zoomed out
shoes.
tonight. Like, I look super skinny.
Welcome to
to
my life.
look like I'm in a palace.
Dude, Trent's sitting sideline at the World Series right now, man.
Yeah, this brother's in
Well-
danger of foul balls.
No,
Speaking
dude,
of
it's
foul
basketball
balls.
time, dude. We had to have you on.
Need to know
We
what's
got a
happening
bunch of
because
Topps Chrome basketball news. We got a bunch going on. We had to have you.
Well, it's good to be here, guys. Always.
where are we? Like basketball started, I know, like last month. Like when does it
Incorrect.
end? When is the playoffs? February?
Incorrect. The basketball started in October,
Okay.
and the playoffs are in May. The finals. are in-
why do y'all get such a long season, dog? That's ridiculous.
It's a lot. It's a long season, man. 82
That's
games.
crazy. You get to be
Yeah.
a fan and watch your game of choice like 7/8 out of the year. That's nuts.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're a sicko like me, you're probably not watching yet. But I
That's
watch.
crazy. So what are there front runners like contend like draw what in the NFL season 17 games? What week are we in basketball right now?
We're in week 6 or 7, and
Okay, so you know like
yeah.
people are heating up.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, the Thunder are on a historic pace. I'm gonna go ahead and call my shot. They're gonna break the wins record.
Ooh.
They're 22-1 right now. They're nasty.
Who set the
And,
previous one? Was it Golden State?
Yep,
Ooh.
73-9 is the
Oh,
record
yeah.
for regular
2
season.
and 10.
That wasn't that long ago too, right? Like 2018 or 2017?
2015. That's
Oh, okay.
yeah, 2015, 2016. Because I mean, I think they had the longest win streak. Right now, I think the Thunder are on a 17-game win streak. They need like 6 or 7 more,
Like
I believe,
24,
to tie.
25,
Yeah, 20, something like that. So,
23 maybe, yeah.
yeah, come on. They were too early for that, Trent.
I didn't say a word.
6,
no.
7, 6, 7.
So, Coyte, I guess we can already jump right into things just because I'm feeling a little froggy. Because I will say this: I watched basketball last night. I watched the Dallas Mavericks, and player of the game, Cooper Flag.
Yeah, Mavericks are a tough watch some nights, but they did play pretty well last night.
And that brings us to the main character of 2025-2026 Topps Chrome basketball, Mr. Cooper Flag.
Mm-hmm.
So, Coyte, I want your thoughts. So we're seeing a parallel with Panini and Topps here. At least I am. Maybe I'm drawing some weird conclusions, but Topps is doing a Dutch auction on their website that released today, sold out pretty quick, but they Dutch auctioned their first day issue, which to me is just rebranded first off the line. Topps
100%.
First off the line.
Yeah, 100%.
It started at $3,500 a box. Coyte, what are your thoughts?
It's ridiculous, man. It's so ridiculous. I understand it's the first licensed Topps Chrome in a long time. But that's just an absurd price. I don't know where you're going to pass that price along or what
Dude,
margins people think.
No,
you
they
can
just
make.
they listed high.
You
They
get-
just listed high.
You get 2 exclusive parallels, though.
Yeah, two parallels. They have to be one of 5 guys to make you any money.
Yeah, but
And
to
what's
be fair, I
crazy
will
is
say
even
this.
more than that, the first off the line concept in general, like as a collector, or I guess as a breaker, we know there's a premium on the boxes. They cost more. They have exclusive parallels. As a new person to any of the sport hobbies, you ain't going to know the difference between the first off the line and the regular parallel until you're even at the point where you're, discerning the difference between the boxes. But like if one is circles or lines or squares, it's so hard to even figure that out when you're looking at cards like on a table at a card show. Like which
Yeah,
one is does it garner
100%.
a premium?
And I think it's pretty historically proven that, like, first off the line gold, like a gold shimmer compared to just a regular prism gold, nobody wants the gold shimmer.
Nope.
It's not even
That was
close.
going to be my question. Yeah, because I mean, obviously, baseball we don't have that, and I wonder with this, with them doing the first day issue for basketball, if we're going to start seeing that for other products too. Because yeah, I know first off the line exists. I don't know how the resale value is. It says on their website that the 2 parallels are numbered to 8. So I guess that's not bad.
That's
but
in line with what those premium, like first off the line, because Panini will usually do something like to 8 and then like to 24 to 88 or one of those like low
Yeah.
number parallels. But like the serial's on the back of the cards for Panini. So I mean,
Mhm.
unless you're like turning it over, and what that parallel is. Like I think Blue Shimmer Prism is out of 25, and I only know that because I bought a Blue Shimmer card once, and I've never
Mhm.
Prism first off the line. So
Yeah, I've really just never been a fan of first off the line in any way. Sometimes they'll do an exclusive auto in smaller sets like Obsidian and like Immaculate and National Treasures and stuff like that. They'll have an extra autograph, which I think that's a little bit more worth it.
Yeah.
But just for a couple extra numbered cards, I don't know if I'm spending $2,000 more dollars.
the Mosaic football first off the line, though, the parallel was one that I haven't seen before. That was like what keyed me in on that one because it's like it was one I didn't recognize. It wasn't like a copy of another parallel with different colors. It was pretty unique to that product. So I haven't seen, I haven't been to a bunch of card shows lately. Went to one a few weeks ago, but like I haven't seen a ton of it out being sold. That's probably the only one I would be like, oh, that and Shimmer would be the two that I'm like, those are
Yeah,
photo, or what did you call it? Debut
first
Oh,
day.
first day issue is what they're
First
calling
day.
it.
Yeah, Shimmer
But-
Shimmer definitely has a unique look, but at the same time,
Yeah.
I remember opening a regular Prism Football 2024 last year, and I pulled a Shimmer. I was like, this is not supposed to be in here. So
Yeah.
I also
pulled a
just pulled an
Shimmer out of
optic.
a mega box.
Yeah, I also just pulled an
That's
optic
wild.
basketball autograph out of a Prism Black hobby last week. So we don't. Why are we calling them first offline? Just call them cards that we had.
Random
Yeah.
stuff in a
Yeah.
drawer.
I've explained it to my pops who's been collecting multiple times, and I'm like, he's like, oh, I see, everyone's breaking certified. I'm like, well, that's certified first off the line. He's like, okay, what's the difference? Well, it's a little more expensive. There's exclusive parallels. Then a week and a half later, when certified releases, it's like, wait, why do everyone else already had this? It's like, no, it's the same product, but it's a different product. Like,
Yeah, I wish they were a little more different, honestly, because
Yeah.
what ends up happening is there's FOTL boxes come out, and they used to say that you couldn't pull the regular one of ones out of FOTL, and then that got debunked. I don't remember if it was a gold vinyl out of
the
optic.
optic. Yeah,
I
dude,
think-
it was the
yeah.
optic boxes.
And it's like, why are we just basically doing a pre-release and charging you a bunch of extra money for early access? Just release it all at the same time. Like,
Pre-ordering it.
yeah, it is pre-ordering it.
It is. There's also a hyper limited quantity of those first off the lines, I think. So
Yeah.
that's the only real, like, I guess, argument for value is once it's sold, you like even on DealerNet, like you can go back to 23, 24, you go look at first off the line products. There are no sell ads. Like nobody's selling it because it's all gone. It's all been
Right.
ripped.
What about purple kabooms?
Oh, listen.
Genuine question, because I don't know. Like, are
Well,
those exclusive?
They're
first off the line?
FOTL exclusive, and there's been all these. I wouldn't call them conspiracy theories, but
Yeah, no. I think conspiracy theories.
it's a lot of ideas about how many of them there are.
Right. Some people say 2. Some people are saying 20. Some people
Yeah.
are saying 1. Like,
Listen, Topps and Panini are going to print as many things as they can make money off of. So when you asked about are there going to be first day baseball boxes, if they make money off these first day basketball boxes,
shoot, yeah.
I would not be
Yeah.
I would not be surprised at all if the next sets of baseball stuff has a first day, because they're just in the money making business, and right now they're printing it. They're printing money. They can do no wrong. Somebody's going to buy it at every single price. What did it sell out in 2 minutes or 2 minutes and 44 seconds on
something insane
on the Dutch auction? Like, that's insane.
The thing that's going to suck is if they start to use those first off the because they're brand new releases, that they use those price points to argue for higher price points on the regular hobby in the future. Like,
yeah, and that's
gonna
another thing
be
about
terrible.
basketball. Topps Chrome, the
just
regular
a
hobby
quick
price and jumbo
clarification
prices.
before we get the actuallys in the comments. The Dutch auction was like 45 minutes. The
45 minutes.
The
Sorry.
regular
yeah,
pre-order
that's right.
was like 3 minutes.
Regular pre-order was 2 minutes. That's right. Yeah, sorry. Apologies, guys.
But
The
no,
allegations.
It's wild. I guess sticking to the vein of something that I'm a little bit more familiar with, and something that is a little bit weird since we're talking about weird parallels and stuff. How familiar are you guys with Allen and Ginter?
I've opened it a couple times, but other
What do
than
you
that,
what do you think?
I remember opening it when I was breaking on my own because it was cheap and it was
Yeah.
easy to get and it was, something I could sell out. But I felt like I was opening something from the 60s and did not enjoy it in any way.
Yeah, this is such a weird product. It is the most unique thing that you can get, I think, in sports cards aside from Goodwin Champions. Nowhere else are you going to pull cards with hot dogs on them and baseball players in the same pack.
Velociraptor claws, like
Livy
Dinosaur
Dunn
claws.
autographs.
yes,
Livy
breakers,
Dunn
yeah.
autographs, yeah.
Walter White, what's his name? Bryan Cranston's got an auto in there, I
Cranston
think.
signed.
Doesn't that TikTok chef reviewer have one? He has an autograph, I believe. I think I saw
Really?
it.
But I mean, DJ Khaled, Al Pacino, like
Yeah.
It's a novelty. Is it a baseball product?
it is a baseball product. It's
What
an
is the
homage.
ratio of non-baseball to baseball that you pull
I
out?
would say it depends on the pack, but ballpark, it's like 60 to 70% baseball, and the
Okay.
rest is non-sport.
I think it's a fun idea, but for me personally,
Mm-hmm.
doesn't move the needle in any way.
It makes
It's-
breaking
Go ahead,
it
Drake.
sound and feel like really hard. Like, how do you account for the
not.
other like randomosity of what you're pulling?
Just a non MLB spot.
Oh, then I'm only buying that one.
Yeah.
So I mean that's the thing is
That's
Is
half
that
the
one really
price.
expensive? Is it
So-
it's the most expensive spot?
It's one of the more expensive ones. But I will say this: like tonight, I'm doing a random team break, but it's a mixer with Allen Ginter in there. So what I'm doing is I'm just auctioning off the non-sport.
Oh,
stuff.
interesting.
Gotcha.
Just
So
to
they
see
get-
if how that does. I mean, I factored it into the pricing to where like I expect it to go for a certain amount. So hopefully it reaches that so that because I discount the teams based off or the spots based off that and
Gotcha.
go from there.
Interesting. That's cool. Yeah, it seems like an interesting product. How many boxes come in a case?
I think 8.
Yeah,
I
I would
don't
do
know,
like a case of that would be fun because what's the
the
case hit?
boxes
Is
are
it a-
huge. Like the actual size of the box is huge this year. It's
Is there a cool?
Yeah, what is that, like
non-sport
200
case hit?
cards?
it is 24 packs, 8 per. So about
100 and
196.
yeah, 200 cards.
What's the case hit? Like, is there a non-sport case hit, like a thick?
There's
Card or a-
not as far as I know, there's not any specific case hits in here, but it's 2 hits per box. So last year it used to be 4, which was really nice at the same price point. So it was you either
They
get
just chopped it in half and kept it the
yeah,
same.
they just
cost?
chopped it in
That's
half. to make it
crazy.
the same price. They
So they
could
can
do
make
it.
more boxes, duh.
They're making more money, dude. But patches,
Infinite money.
autos, rip cards. So a card
Yes,
inside
yes.
of a card. Yeah, those are the hits. And thus far, these 2 boxes that I picked up for my LCS, we're 0 for 2 on 2 hits. We got 1 out of
So-
the first 2.
That's
Rip
crazy.
card. I guess Trent for you, it's Shohei Ohtani, and then Coyte for you. Let's say it's like Luca on the rip card on the outside card, and it's yours. Like the inside card is usually they give you a small checklist, right, that tells you what it could be on the inside
Yeah,
of those
but
rip cards.
Yeah, it's like a base card, an autograph, or like a metal card,
Or it could
Yeah,
be, is there many opportunities where many chances where that card pre-rip is worth more than it whatever could be inside, or is it almost
Oh.
always the card inside is better?
No, almost always the non-ripped card is worth more.
Okay,
'Cause you're more than likely
illusion
getting-
of the hit,
Getting
right?
just a base card inside of it.
That's crazy.
That
Yeah,
or
I
you're
was
getting an
Legacy
Ohtani
football,
auto to
but
10.
Yeah, like I was about to say, I've opened a few of those with Legacy, and I don't think I've ever gotten anything on the inside that was better than the outside card. It's always
I
just
got
been like a
gold
chrome.
ice or something. Yeah,
Yeah,
something
like a
goofy.
chrome.
They're cool
mini.
though. That's the novel part of it. Is that
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
a
yeah.
tiny card. Like that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, if I get one, I'm telling you, I'm wherever the heck you buy magnets from. I'm going to get a magnet. I'm putting it in there, seeing if it's a metal card inside. If it's not,
Smart.
if it is, I'll be like, all right, I'll rip it. If it's not, I'm like, I can't do it.
Got to go down to the magnet
Super
store.
smart.
The
Yeah.
Magnet.com.
There's a new product in the football world called Revolutions, and in the realm of just like weird card stuff too. Those cards, there's a die cut, and the die cut is shaped like this and has 2 downward facing sharp points and literally impossible to sleeve unless you put it behind another card and sleeve them both. So I was on stream the other night, like discovering them for the first time while I'm ripping. Like, this is really cool, but also there's literally no way for me to, like, I think I ruined 2 people's cards.
Drake is such a noob to Revolution. It is, first of all, it's Revolution, not Revolutions.
Revolution.
Yeah, and second of all, Basketball Revolution.
Basketball, I know you guys have had it.
It's been one of my favorite for years.
I'm in my box. I'm in the football box, dog.
Last year they put kabooms in Revolution Basketball and made the price go up a ton. But I probably opened 5 cases. I pulled the 101 green John Morant kaboom last year.
Oh yeah,
I did.
that.
Yeah, big card.
Out of Revolution.
Yeah, because kabooms used to be in Crown Royal.
No. Stop.
And they did away with Crown Royal last year.
Before we get any further, I'm going to say something. Basketball's spoiled. You guys are spoiled with what you get in your boxes.
Yeah.
You get cool case hits in boxes that don't cost $750, $800 a box. Like the freaking absolute. We don't. We get highly inflated box costs. They cut the checklist down to 1 case hit per quality product, and then they get like 3 or 4 different case hits all combined into one product, like Phoenix last year. Whatever.
And I've also been saying for years the greatest thing about basketball is there's only like 450 guys active on the active rosters. So the autograph checklist are always much shorter than football. Football, how many Mosaic autographs have you pulled this year of guys you've just never seen play a snap? Like Kyle McCord coming out. Kyle McCord hasn't been in the league since week 2 of the preseason. Like, I'm not trying to hit that. Basketball, it's most of the time 30 to 45 of the rookies that just got drafted, and then the rest of them are guys who are either retired or superstars. That's like pretty much all that gets hit on the autographs, which is awesome.
Which you can hit something from basketball or baseball that you're like, oh, this kid is on a good team and in a good situation, and in 3 or 4 years he'll be the guy. Football, it's like 3 or 4 years, you're probably not going to be playing. Najee Harris.
You have 2 weeks to make it up.
You're going to be retired with a bad knee in 3 years.
Cam,
well,
I digress.
Speaking of football, guys, I got a question. I know, Coyte, you're more basketball, but you know some football too. Drake, you're football pretty much wizzo. Why are good players' cards going down in value? Caleb Williams stuff in the last 90 days is down. Why? Why is that going on? I feel like Drake May is the only player whose stuff has gone up.
Go ahead, Drake.
It's that funnel that the football market has where everyone wants to hyper focus on one person. And it's like every year there's like a darling, and it's usually a quarterback, and it was CJ, and then it was JD, and now it's Dart. And it's rare that we get the second year shift from a player where they really have escalated themselves. Mm-hmm. What's crazy about Caleb is I'm seeing that too. And like, as a Bears fan, I'm like going to buy Caleb now. Like on our other podcast, I was like, buy Drake. I'm like, Caleb, they're also in a fickle situation, like as a team, where the success of the team has, and Ben Johnson, I think the coach said this on like a press release, like the success of the team has been in spite of the offense, and it shouldn't have been that way. So while the team is doing well, the player himself is not. Caleb's not in the MVP race. Like, he's not currently gonna. I don't know if he's on route to even beat the Bears passing yards record that they've been kind of notorious for having held over their head for the past X many years. But there's not the hype around the player that's building in the ecosystem as it is around the team. And even then, if the Bears lose to the Packers this week, they go from the 1st seed to the 7th seed, like overnight. So it's built on straw a little bit, and people are scared because Caleb was expected to do really well coming out and had a bad season, and there's a little bit of bad aftertaste in their mouth from last year. Yeah, same reason why Jaden Daniels stuff is still going down. He's injured and not playing right now, but like, there should be like stock markets, right? There should be a point where people say, oh, this makes sense because this is below where the median was when he was healthy, and he's just not healthy. It's not like he's a worse player. It's not, going well for him in the franchise. So
he's not the darling.
Answer. Yeah, and
not right now.
I also think that football stuff just starts so high. Like, it starts so much higher than other. Like, if you hit I'm trying to think. If you hit, like, Cooper Flagg's a little bit of a bad example because he was so insane, and Wembanyama was a bad example. But if you hit, let's say, like Ahmed Thompson last year, who's now a really good player on a really good team, if you hit him last year, you could flip an auto for $200, and that's not crazy. If you hit a Drake May autograph out of a Topps product last year, you're flipping it for $700-800, like just because he's a quarterback and he has the potential to be this like amazing talent. And so it starts so high that it's like there's only one direction to go without weeding out pretty much the entire collecting base, because they don't want to spend $1,000 on a autograph to 50. Like,
and it's like difficult because if you're not a quarterback and your time frame of relevancy gets shorter and shorter, if you're one of those skill position players, that when a product releases, like everyone knows that's oftentimes the hottest time to sell the card. But because of, like you said, that sort of concentration of everyone wanting those quarterbacks to have long-term success, it all gets boiled up into them. And then Drake May, I mean, we're ripping jet collections now that were made 6 months ago where the cards were bought in them for $120, and those cards are worth $450 now, even though we bought the cards, out of inception and stuff months after it was released. So there is a little bit still of that ebb and flow, but it is definitely correlated with the start of the season and what people expect. Reality is thrown out the window unless you are the top cream of the crop echelon who are performing at that time, which May is, for lack of a better term, I think the MVP front runner. Stafford's kind of taken a step back, but also like where the hobby's been in the last 4 years, not everybody has a massive pile of Matt Stafford base rookies sitting in their closet. Like that's shit everyone does for Drake May and everyone does for Caleb and these other guys because they've made so many cards. That I think is also like people want what they have to be worth something, and what everyone has right now is what's current and what's in the past year or two.
That makes sense. Right now is a weird time for baseball, at least. Usually, this is the time to buy for baseball. And I mean hammering buying for baseball. We're in the midst of winter. Spring training's around the corner. Nobody's playing. Prices should be falling. They're not. And it doesn't make sense. I don't know why. They're dropping a little bit, but nowhere near what we've seen in years past. So
I could see that.
Makes me wonder.
I could see that just being like overall interest, though, don't you think, Trent? Because it seems like baseball's kind of having a moment with the guys who are playing, and like the hype around Shohei and Yamamoto and Aaron Judge and all like these different guys who are super duper stars, like some of the biggest names in sports, not just in baseball, but like in sports around the world globally.
Yeah.
Like, and I think baseball is really having this moment where people are saying, what do you do when I hate to say about the sport that I love the most, but like you're kind of losing a lot of viewers on basketball. Where are these viewers going to go to watch sport? They're going to watch baseball and football, and baseball is definitely having a bounce back to where, 10 years ago, baseball was probably easily third place in the country on what people watched. And I feel like the last couple of years, there's the storylines and the players and the money and everything is just really gotten a lot more hype. So
it's an inside job though, right? It wasn't like the MLB. Didn't they have a mission to like make baseball? Like they shortened the pit. They did a lot of things.
That's what they did. Yeah,
that
was the intent, is to get more viewers. Is like, hey, we need to make this more appealing to younger generation who needs Subway Surfers at the bottom of the screen while baseball's playing to pay attention.
It is much more watchable. I actually watched a lot of the playoffs, and you can really start to buy into a storyline of a 7-game series or a 5-game series when it only takes you 2 hours and 15 minutes to watch a game at night instead of every game is 4 hours.
Except for that one that went 18 innings, brother. Man.
Yeah, but I mean, that's
like, I got work tomorrow, dude. Come on, let's wrap this thing
up. You have, if you're a sports fan, you have to be there for that.
I understand and I like watching baseball live. I don't watch it on TV. There's something that baseball has unique to it that basketball does, because basketball is played sort of semi-continuously, right? There's that it's like a pulse or a momentum of the game. There in baseball, what's unique about it to me is the swells of nothing happening. It's like there's almost more excitement that builds in between the plays or in between something that's being orchestrated on the field, where
yes, it's cool again.
Yeah, it's cool to see the big hits, and it's cool to see the actual plays, but they're really like that much time is happening. What is really as an experience at the game is the palpable tension up to moments like that, and then the feeling in the stadium after something happens when you can sort of quantify what it means for the rest of the game.
Right.
The other sports are a little bit more dumb in the sense of like it's just kind of you watch and you're just like bang, 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 bang. Baseball, takes a little bit more patience to be able to really enjoy that. And if you don't understand it, and if you don't have context, none of it matters at that. That's kind of where I've been, is like, if you're not really aware of the storylines and sort of what's brewing under the surface, it makes all of those little bitty tiny moments in the game less enjoyable because you don't have that full context to build around it.
Yeah, and baseball had so many great moments this last postseason where I'm sitting at home watching, no dog in the fight. Like, I like the Cubs because they're cool. I liked Chris Bryant when he was there. Other than that, don't really root for a team or anything. And I'm sitting at home like nervous. Like, I'm nervous for Tarek Skubal. I don't know him, care about, like, I don't, during the regular season, it does not bother me at all. But I'm like watching with bated breath every pitch because I want good things to happen to this person because of the storyline and because like the energy in the crowd. And like, that's what I noticed about baseball recently. Basketball, you watch a game and there'll be a team going a long run, 12-2 run or something like that, and the crowd gets really going, or the last 5 minutes of the game, if it's close, the crowd really gets going, and it's like a big three can really make you feel something. But baseball, playoff baseball, man, you're sitting there and it's nerves.
It's a different beast. Well, even though the baseball market is weird to buy in right now, I think I have a little bit of a theory as to why. I think people are shill bidding these baseball cards.
I
don't know, man.
Get the tinfoil hats out.
Been seeing a lot of stuff in the news lately about some people bidding on their own cards. Drake, you and I have not addressed this. I was hoping to address it at some point once more things came out, but we got notification of Snipe is starting up. Cool, great. Auctions are up. People are bidding. People can't bid. Site's down. Everybody's information's out. We're closing Snipe. We're back on eBay. That's all we get.
No, stop
That's
that.
all
Don't
we
do
get.
that again. Yeah, that's it. Just me and my boys helping each other sell cards, man. What he wanted his card to go a little higher, so I helped him out. I'm gonna pay it. He's gonna pay me. We're all getting paid.
Bid
Everybody
on
wins.
your own stuff. So this drives my question of, hey, Probstein's back on eBay. Gents, you guys are, you're hanging out. We're here on a Thursday night. You're like, I'm watching Thursday Night Football. It's halftime. Let me pop on eBay. You see a dope card. You see it's with Probstein Auctions. What's the gut reaction?
I'm already not touching any of his stuff. I'm just if I see it's Probstein, I'm hands off.
I'm a big avoid those big businesses like that are less about collecting and individuality and more just money and
they get their percentage and they want more.
Yeah, I don't know what the actual logistics of their operation is, obviously, and don't want to talk crap about something I don't know about, but I just imagine like, people just scanning, sell, like a bunch of Willy Wonka factory people ripping tickets, and that feels gross to me. I know that might just be my perception as an outsider. Maybe there's a little bit of jealousy there. Someone who's trying to figure out how to be a successful business in the hobby. But if you are, and I've always felt this way, if you got, one bad review, that's one thing, right? But if you have a mob of people, and I know the more followers you have, the more people hate you. But if you have people in the darkness, in the alleys, whispering, talking, if there's always a rumor floating, I'm not going to say that they're always true, but if you're not going to come out and address it and give, take the credence away.
What do you expect people to do?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll disagree with you on one thing there, Drake. I will talk crap about something I don't know about.
Yeah,
and I would
just the one thing we didn't want him to say.
I would just categorize pretty much anyone who is in the big business of sports cards as probably able and willing to do something shady to make money. How many times do we have to see it to know that it's true? I mean, this is just another example on the long list of people doing something behind closed doors that would make their customers feel uncomfortable.
Coyte, you're bringing a lot of hobby negativity to my hobby positivity.
It's not hobby negativity as much as it's just like,
you're
I
talking
think the
about
hobby is at its best when it's individuals dealing with individuals or small businesses dealing with their small customer bases. We work for a small business that has a small customer base. Each of us
Mhm.
probably have 150 people who, take care of filling our breaks and joining our streams and making our lives fun and chatting and stuff like that. But I text those people on a daily basis. I
Yeah.
talk to them. I know I know
You
stuff
tell
about their
people happy
personal
birthday.
lives.
Like
They know,
we
yeah.
go, yeah.
I'm friends with them on Facebook. They know me. They know things about me. I tell them things about my life when, I miss a stream or something. When you're talking about big business where you're just another number in the system, it's completely different.
Mhm.
What also bothers me about the snipe thing is like I used to work in tech and like built an app and have done a lot of that stuff and like user experience and why you build something or the purpose. And it's frustrating. Like we're finally getting some really good tools like Card Ladder and Alt and some other apps and things that we can use in the hobby. But like, do we need another auction site? Like, is that really, a company that has millions of dollars to whatever, hundreds of however much money you have to sit and make a website for yourself to better your own business experience? I just wish that like we had more companies that were building something that offered a better user experience and monetize that as opposed to just monetizing users, anyone they can get their hands on. Come, download, get on my app and
Mhm.
spend your money here because I make 2% than I did over there. Like that being the focus is why that stuff doesn't work. And it's why it fails because you're not going to be able to convince someone to spend your money elsewhere because it saves you money. Like that's just a terrible
Right.
business model.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I listed 250. So Thanksgiving period. First off, happy Thanksgiving, guys. We haven't said anything since then. It's been a week,
Since
but
you went
happy
viral?
late Thanksgiving. Oh, hey, it cracked 200,000 views today.
Yeah, it did. I told you it would like get the little sprinkles over time.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing is a video that I spent half an hour working on, filming, editing, everything gets 300 views. A video I spend 15 seconds making right before I run out the door gets 200,000. It makes no sense. It's cool.
It's that weird we as humans have that sense of like when something's organic or not and like we don't even know, but to that same point like the stuff that I've ever made that does well is not usually something that I've spent 3.5 4 hours on like my passion project. It's something
Mhm.
that I throw up that is just for the sake of like a legitimate slice of life experience or like you had like a thought and you're like, let me just make
Yeah.
a quick video about it. And that's just the way it is. We as like, we're making that happen as viewers to other people all the time. So it's
I
funny
think I
that
think a lot of that is just whatever you think is worth quickly talking about, others are also thinking the same thing. Others are seeing it and they're like, "Oh, like I have a small thought on that." If you can just match your thought to,
Just read
others,
everybody's mind. Yeah.
not read everybody's
no,
mind,
but
but just
you're onto
have
something
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
You're
like
totally
just
right.
have some knowledge about the situation and make an educational statement about it. People will like attach to that and like even make them want to comment more if you say
Mhm.
something that
Yes.
makes sense instead of just putting up something like super out of left field ridiculous. It's almost like the opposite of rage bait.
Yeah.
It's like happy bait.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like middle. It's like meet me in the middle. Well, half of Trent, I struggle with that because I don't know. I'm not gonna say I think differently, but like I have a hard time finding the train of thought that the common group is on. I'm oftentimes find myself a little bit outside of it and not able to connect with that larger group. But
Mhm.
Trent, I'll watch your videos and I'll be like, that's been there in front of me this whole like that thought or that idea has been there and I just have never thought long enough about that to ask myself the question that you're asking me. And then I'll go and comment or look at it. I don't do that with other people's videos though. When I will go to the comment
Thanks.
section and I will start to type a comment and I'll realize that I can't articulate myself well enough given the amount of characters I need, then I'll just close the app and I'll just go away.
Dude, I got to tell you guys this before we wrap this up, since we're on the topic of that video. All right. So here we are. It really blew up overnight, and the crowd that blew it up is the TCG crowd. They were the ones who blew it up. So it was a video about
I
Beckett,
love tag. Tag's the
and
best.
yeah, there's a lot of tag comments, but it was
That's
a
the
video just
TCG
saying like,
crowd.
hey, Beckett's down a ton. What can they do to bounce back? And somebody screenshot it and put it, or they put it on their story. They saw that follows me, and tagged Alton's like, you follow this guy giving like information that's not like fake information. This data isn't even available. He has November data. It's still November. I'm like, and like went off. I just messaged him and I was like, hey dude, if you just go to gemrate.com, they'll tell you the data for the day. And that's exactly what I screenshotted. And he goes, oh my God. And then I'm like, do you mind deleting your story? It kind of makes me look bad. He goes, yes, I'm so sorry. I'm like,
I posted a reel one time, and one of my because obviously we're posting it on the company page, so they don't know who's making the post, even though my face was in it.
Yeah, they don't know if they probably think it's one person.
Yeah, like posting everything,
yeah.
or like responding to everything. So one of my longtime customers replied back to it and was like talking crap about it. And I literally messaged him on the side and was like, dude, you're talking to me, right? Like, you're not just talking to somebody who's running the account, you're messaging me. And he was like, oh, really? I was like, yeah. I was like, why do you have a problem with this? And he was like, well, I just didn't see it. And I was like, why are you mad?
yeah. Hey, that's the fun thing about social media. It opens us up to the world.
Oh yeah, and I mean,
there's some crazy freaking people in the world,
negative
y'all.
things on every post.
I have to go back and make sure I'm commenting on my profile sometimes and not the Jetbreakers one, because I'm about to say something sassy and I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna get in trouble with that.
Yeah.
Well, Trent, do you have any other pieces on your checklist?
Those are the things that
I have a quick game for the boys.
Oh yes, our game time.
A quick game for the boys I have brought.
I'm not taking my clothes off again, Coyte.
This is not strip poker. This is 3 blind resumes.
3 line resumes. Let's get it. I like that.
No, 3 blind.
Oh, 3 blind.
I'm not going to tell you who the player is.
Okay.
Your goal as a group of 2 is to figure out who the player is, and then tell me which of these 3 people you would be buying their sports cards.
Okay.
And a lot of this comes off of what Drake posted last, or maybe this week actually, about the fantasy football and card crossover. So it had me,
video?
Yeah, it got me thinking about fantasy football superstars and their card market. So here we go. Player number 1, their last PSA 10 Prism Silver Rookie sold for $500. Their most expensive card ever was their Prism Black Finite Rookie. That's one of one that sold for $57,000. Their highest ever fantasy football position rank was first. They're 26 years old, and their season stats this year are 62 catches, 799 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Any guesses on who that is? That is not Puka Nacua.
Dude, come on, this is not fair. This is not fair.
Drake, you want to give a
guess? Guess now?
You can guess now, and then I'll tell you at the end.
All right, it's either I think CD or Jefferson.
Give me a final answer.
CD.
It is not CD Lamb.
Oh no, 2 touchdowns is Jefferson.
It is Justin Jefferson.
I forgot that last part.
Resume number
fantasy team too.
Resume number 2, and we'll go back through the numbers at the end for you to pick.
Wait, so you're saying a Prism Silver PSA 10 for Jay Jettis is $500?
His most recent one sold for $500.
That's a lot better than I thought it would be, honestly.
Yeah. All right, now second player. His last PSA 10 Prism Silver Rookie sold for $285. His most expensive card ever sold was his National Treasures 1 of 1 NFL Shield Patch Auto for $20,800. His highest fantasy football position ranking was first. He is 25 years old, and this year his stats are 86 catches, 971 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Trent, would you like to take a guess?
No, because I thought Drake said running back, so I was thinking running backs, and now I'm. What was his highest rank this year was first?
No, his highest season rank for his whole career was first.
Oh, so he was a season number 1. Puka Nacua.
It's not Puka Nacua again.
Dude. I mean,
who you got, Drake?
I gotta think of Utah guys. I don't know.
Jamar Chase.
Drake is 2 for 2. Well, 2 for 1.5 for 2 because you said CD first. But
that is one. I forgot about the touchdowns.
That is Jamar Chase.
I'm trying to take notes.
Come on.
All right, and then the last person I have for you, their last rookie PSA 10 Prism
Wait.
Silver.
280. You said the 285 was
285 was Jamar Chase's
that
last
is
sell.
also crazy to me because I feel like Jamar to Jefferson is not a $220 difference. But sorry,
Just wait for this third one is the wild card.
All right.
Oh boy.
This person's last PSA 10 Prism Rookie Silver sold for $44. His most expensive card ever was his Black Finite Prism Rookie 1 of 1, sold for $12,600. His highest fantasy football ranking was first for a season. He is 32 years old, and this year he has 34 catches, 438 yards, and 1 touchdown. Any guesses, Trent?
1 touchdown. Do you know, Drake?
No.
Dude, 1 touchdown. I feel like that should make it easier, but
Tell me the stat line again.
His stats this year: 34 catches, 438 yards, and 1 touchdown.
he's 32, so I'm trying to think of who's like nearing the end. I'll pass.
It might be. I'm going to say it's
Looking
either
to cook.
DeAndre Hopkins or Adam Thielen or Mike Evans. But I think Mike Evans has more than 1 touchdown because he played the first half. I'm going to say
Mike
DeAndre
Evans
Hopkins.
I think Mike Evans has multiple.
It is not DeAndre Hopkins. That's the first time Drake has not mentioned the correct player. All right, so now we know that the first person is Justin Jefferson. The second person is Jamar Chase. I'm going to add
give it one more time. I want one more guess.
Okay, it's 34 catches, 438 yards, 1 touchdown. He's 32 years old. His last PSA 10 Prism Silver Rookie sold for $44. And his highest ever sold card was $12,600 for his 1 of 1 Prism Rookie.
I was going to say Devontae Adams, but he has so many touchdowns. It's not him. I don't know.
All right.
Chris Godwin.
This is the game because now I'm going to add some things about this player.
Okay.
This third player has a Super Bowl ring.
Cooper Kupp.
He has a Super Bowl MVP. He has a Triple Crown, and he has arguably the greatest statistical season of any wide receiver ever in 2021. This player is Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp.
All right.
The point of this exercise is
tell us.
Jamar Chase, tremendous player. Individually, amazing. His PSA 10 Silver Rookie's going for $285 right now. Justin Jefferson is a year older than Jamar Chase. His is going for $500. Neither of these guys have a Super Bowl. Neither of these guys are Super Bowl MVP. Neither of these guys have won a Triple Crown. Neither of these guys would say have a top 3 season of all time, which I would say Cooper Kupp has maybe a top 2 season of all time, or maybe the best of all time. And their PSA 10s are $240 and $460 more than Cooper Kupp's. I understand Cooper Kupp's an older player at the end of his career, but he's going to be a Hall of Famer one day. So should this be alarming to collectors if you're one of these people buying on the Justin Jefferson end of the $500 deal or buying on the Jamar Chase $285 deal? I mean, it's right here written down in front of us. Unless they do something amazing and become one of the GOATs, their cards are going to fall off in a few years down to, let's give it even on the nice side of things. These cards are going to be $100 in 5, 6, 7 years. So when I was looking at that, my question was like, what are we doing investing in these players? Should we be investing in these players?
I think I'm going to double down on, because when I first got into the hobby, I bought a Jamar Chase PSA 10 rookie dragon scale. I think I paid $300 for it. This is like 2023. So Burrow, they're heating up. Like things are looking like they're going to compete before he started really getting injured. And I watched as they moved closer towards the playoffs, and my like valuation of the card just like slowly went down. Granted, I bought it on eBay and like it's out of 88, so there weren't many cards. Quarterbacks, I think, are the only one of the positional groups that has the power to really rubber band. And if Jamar Chase does go up to Justin Jefferson, it will be because of Burrow, right? And I feel like it would be the same for Jefferson. If he were to drop, it would be because he didn't have a tandem quarterback to be able to ideate the concept of winning a Super Bowl. I think for receivers, those numbers are probably a lot more palatable than Jonathan Taylor and Derrick Henry and Christian McCaffrey, like some of those guys who are still all-time greats, still playing, still winning you your fantasy league. And yet you can buy, I think, a Christian McCaffrey for like 200 something bucks for the Prism. So it's more saying that I think over time we lose those players. I mean, like Barry Sanders and, all these other veterans who were all-time greats are still signing in some of these products too. So we're still seeing them around. We're still getting them in our, peripheral, but.
Well, and I think it also brings up a question of like, when does that wave back up happen? Like if in my opinion, Cooper Kupp's going to be in the Hall of Fame. Pretty much anybody who wins Super Bowl MVP and has a Triple Crown or has a statistical leading season, I think is going to get in the Hall of Fame. In my opinion, he should be in the Hall of Fame when he retires. So like if he gets into the Hall of Fame, is his stuff going to go back up? Or is it just going to be an afterthought that like, this guy's not right in front of our face right now, so why is anybody collecting
That's definitely part of it. If Puka would not have come out as hot as he did, I don't think Kupp would have fallen off as hard as he did, because now everyone's perception is Stafford and Puka and those Rams. And now Kupp's on a different team. There are other players that are still playing who will probably be Hall of Fame contenders at a certain point. Kupp is probably the best example, I would say, at least in that fixing to be out of the league like pretty soon, relatively soon. Yeah. But I don't think in football, Hall of Fame, and I've learned this, I guess, in seeing how cards sell, doesn't really mean as much as fan favorite. With regards to value of the cards. Like Barry Sanders stuff still sells very well. Calvin Johnson still sells very well. But, Brett Favre, doesn't sell as well. Like some of the other stuff is just kind of like it gets left behind.
I thought it was just an interesting note of like, first of all, a call to caution for anyone who's out here buying guys who are quote unquote either at their peak or their cards might be a little overvalued. And it also made me think about, what cards aren't losing that value like that. Like you can go get a Cooper Kupp pretty low numbered autograph for a decent amount, and it's probably not going to fall down to $44.
It ain't going to go up. Really
it's not going to. It's not going to go. It's not going to go up at all. Maybe right now it could go up, like I said, when he gets in the Hall of Fame or when he retires or something like that.
It becomes less available.
But I think it really for another thing, it really just puts us to the point of like the hobby's got to get back to collecting.
Yeah.
Like instead of trying to flip everything and doing all this stuff to make money, like just buy stuff that you like, because it made me want to go out and get some Cooper Kupp rookie cards, because I've got a Cooper Kupp jersey in the closet. I love the guy. I really think 2021 is like one of the best seasons you could ever put together. And not only did he have 16 touchdowns in the regular season, he put 6 more on in the playoffs, won a Super Bowl MVP, 2 touchdowns in the Super Bowl. And it's just kind of like 4 years later, everyone's forgotten that happened and nobody cares about his cards. So,
but Jackson Dart is throwing touchdowns now.
Right? It's like, but Cam Scatterbo. It's like, Cam Scatterbo's leg is in 14 pieces right now. We don't even know he could come back and not be able to run straight.
Dude, he's live streaming on Twitch now. He's good.
And in the WWE, he does what he wants. So.
He literally does.
Look, in no way is this telling you like, don't go buy and sell the cards that you can make money off of. Do what you can do. But for our viewers,
be realistic about
for our viewers and people who are friends of the program, like just don't get caught into a bad situation where you're thinking Justin Jefferson's just going to keep going up. If they keep JJ McCarthy at the helm, or if they get someone similar as a quarterback, he ain't winning a Super Bowl.
He can barely, hang in the top, XYZ of.
Yeah, he has 2 touchdowns this year. Like,
I mean, listen, even winning a Super, like we just saw it with Hurts. Like, even winning a Super Bowl isn't a de facto increase in your prices.
right.
There's a lot of reasons why it would or wouldn't. Like, I personally believe players that are more open to the media and players that are more likable on a interview basis and are a little bit like Jameis Winston's a great example. His stuff since he's been in the media has gone up. Jalen Hurts wins a Super Bowl and is like Mr. Cool, like fans, yes, but I'm talking about like the total media, how you're perceived. That is why Cam Scatterboo stuff is going crazy, because he's streaming every night. It's going viral. He's doing crazy stuff. That aspect of it is like, sometimes you want to like, you don't want to change someone fundamentally. You're not going to change who Jalen Hurts is as a person, but being aware of the players who are enigmatic or maybe a little bit more crazy, like, George Pickens, like he's really talented. He's also been known to do some crazy stuff before. Like, don't go invest everything you have in a George Pickens, because even if they win a Super Bowl, he could get arrested for something. He could go yell at someone on the street or something. Like, he's a crazy dude. That's it.
Yeah.
Just thought it was a fun exercise to look at.
It could be Tyreek Hill.
That was so much fun.
That was honestly really fun.
Trent, I'll bring a baseball one next time.
Good. I'll hold you to
rookie card sold for $4,000. Who could it be?
Yeah, for real. Well, I will say this. I'm going to do a little shameless plug before we go. I'm giving away a card on my Instagram as a little celebratory 2,000 followers on @jetbreakers.trent. So check it out. It's my pin post. All you got to do is tag a friend.
I'm going to win that giveaway, and then you're going to show bid it when I put it on eBay.
Hey, at least somebody's paying attention.
The circle of life. The circle of life. All right, squad. Well, we will put this up on all platforms. If you are listening on Spotify, if you're listening or watching on YouTube, please like the show, leave a comment, interact with us on whatever platform you're on. It's really helpful. You can find Trent at jetbreakers.trent on Instagram. You can find me, Drakey Breaks NFL. Coyte doesn't have his tag in here. I don't think he wants people to follow.
Don't follow me on social media.
You can find him on Facebook
and follow me on Facebook.
Have a wonderful evening and rest of your week. We'll see you guys a couple more times before Christmas, and happy fantasy football playoffs. They start next week. Tonight, you're fighting for a spot. So good luck.
Thanks for having me, guys.
See ya.
Later.